Hi, I'm Bruce Davie from VMware, and I'm here with Ken Duda from Arista. And we're going to spend a few minutes talking about network virtualization and the partnership between VMware and Arista. I'm a principal engineer in the networking and security business unit at VMware. That's the business unit that brought you NSX, the network virtualization platform. And network virtualization, as you probably know, is this technology that's really sort of taken the world by storm in the last couple of years. And it's really trying to do for networking what server virtualization did for compute. And by that we mean it's decoupling the networking services from the underlying physical infrastructure. And we've partnered with Arista to add some great features to this, and I'll let Ken introduce himself and say a few more words.
Hi, my name is Ken Duda. I'm the CTO and Senior Vice President for Software Engineering at Arista Networks. I'm very excited about network virtualization because what it's going to let people do is bring the benefits of cloud, of Web 2.0, where the web companies are building data centers at massive scale. They build out an installation. They build it once, uniform network, uniform server and storage pool, and then dynamically, automatically provision applications as needed. And network virtualization enables enterprises to capture the same benefits and economies of scale.
So Ken, we've been working together for getting on 2 years now, and I think it's been a productive partnership.
Yes.
So maybe you could just say a few words about sort of what we've accomplished to date.
Well, I'm really excited about the partnership with VMware because what we've been able to do is create a unified virtual and physical networking environment where you can add devices to virtual topologies, enforce your policies uniformly across all of your endpoints, whether they're virtual or physical. And we do that by integrating with the NSX manager so that you can literally go into the NSX GUI, select a switch port, and map that switch port into a virtual application topology. I think it's a tremendous benefit in automation for customers.
Now, you and I both spend a lot of time talking to customers, so what would you say is like the sort of the most common customer use case where you see them wanting to tie together the Arista hardware with the VMware software?
Yeah, some people think that network virtualization commoditizes the physical layer, when the reality is the physical layer is essential for connecting virtual topologies to physical devices. For example, at the north-south gateway, where your data center meets the wide area network, you need to route traffic into the virtual topologies. And that requires that the physical device have knowledge of the underlay structure, as well as the overlay structure. And also, at the other edge of the network, you have physical devices like big storage appliances, or IDS, IPS systems, or even firewalls and load balancers. And somehow, those services need to get mapped into virtual topologies. And there's no better place to do that than a top-of-rack switch. So when you're looking at what physical infrastructure you want for your virtualized environment, you should check with your vendor to see what features they actually support.
Yeah, certainly it's one reason why we found the partnership so valuable. And you might think that our ideal world would be one where everything is virtualized, but clearly the world we live in is one where there's a mix of physical and virtual workloads, and it's
exactly
great to be able to bring traffic back and forth between those different endpoints.
That's right.
So at this point we've got the sort of basic L2 functionality working between the physical and the virtual. So
yeah, it's really cool. You go right to NSX Manager, pick the switch port, pick the virtual topology, and configure it right there in the virtualization management GUI, and the physical switch falls right in line.
Ken, I know one of the problems that people worry about when they're deploying network virtualization software is how are they going to sort of maintain visibility into their physical infrastructure. I think you guys are doing something in that space, so maybe you tell us what you're up to.
Yes, well, this is a key problem for real-life virtual environment administration, that you've got a virtual infrastructure on top of a physical infrastructure, and you need to manage that as one solution. And this is where our partnership enables single pane of glass management, that through vCenter Operations Manager, for example, you can see the health of the physical infrastructure as well as the health of the virtualization environment. And through Log Insight, you can integrate logging from your physical devices and your virtualization infrastructure into one unified view. So the single pane of glass management saves a ton of time when trying to troubleshoot problems between the virtual and physical layers.
So Ken, obviously the partnership has produced a lot of value so far. Where do you see it going in the future?
Well, now that we've tackled layer 2, the next thing on the list is layer 3, of course. So we are now able to we have prototypes in lab where we're routing packets between virtual domains and looking forward to productizing that soon. And then after that is climbing the protocol stack, layer 4 through 7 services. VMware already provides virtualized layer 4 through 7 services. And there's an opportunity wherever the virtual meets the physical for the physical switch to accelerate, hardware accelerate those to get to full line rate, and then provide a uniform feature set for both the virtual and physical endpoints in the NSX managed topology.
Obviously we've done a lot with this partnership, and we've got some good plans going forward. So how would you see the overall partnership as being helpful for the industry?
Oh, it's so key, because the key thing to understand is that no one vendor can solve all of these problems. These problems span from the application all the way down to the cables. And so the VMware Arista partnership represents a best-of-breed solution, where you have the best physical network underlaying the best network virtualization platform.
Great.